evening. What's up? We're back. SEC After Dark. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Stephen Willis, Jake Thomas, Jeb Beechum. Welcome back.
Yeah, birthday boy.
Yes, thank you. Sorry about last week.
No, you good. Yeah. So I just got to know real quick. You know, Stephen made the comment, but did you party at 9 o'clock last night, or was you asleep by 9 o'clock? You know, not last night, but the week before.
Last Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much asleep. Last week was like a really long week, and I was like, man, this is my birthday. It's been a terrible day of work. I said, I'm just going to bed.
There you go.
I just got to go. And so that's basically what I did. But then this week turned out to be even longer. Tomorrow is going to be a crazy day.
Ooh.
But I was like, well, I guess I can't get away with that 2 weeks in a row, so here I am.
There you go.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, we are, like I said, we are SEC After Dark. We are on not only the Bleav Network, but we are also on y'all's conference network as well. It's a nice little partnership we got.
Yep.
The audio side lives on the Bleav Network under the name of Beast of the East. So you can find both of my shows there, including this one. And then we also live under the guise of y'all's conference network, coming at you on the video side and the live feed. So we have a live chat happening. It's not happening yet, but why don't you be the first to comment? Whoever you want it to be, other way.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for some Russian bots. Come on, Beatrice.
Beatrice Arthur, yes. So if you see me look over periodically, it's because I'm watching Georgia getting absolutely curb stomped right now. I'm also
Cass.
I'm also hosting on Ravon.
Oh, look at you. Double duty.
Yeah. Multitasking, guys.
I didn't host on Ravon for this game because nobody cares about Ole Miss basketball. I would literally be the only Ole Miss basketball fan on that app right now because they gave up about a month ago.
This has been the liveliest chat I've done since the national championship won. Ironically, the two of the worst teams in the conference playing each other, I guess, draws a lot of interest.
I suppose.
I just wonder if Scottie Pippen Jr. is going to play with Michael Jordan Jr. at the next level.
Yes.
You know,
he's going to write a book about it.
Did y'all see? I think it was a couple of weeks ago. LeBron said that he's going to play with his son 1 year before.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good game.
He retired, so he's not going to be a Laker, until unless they draft. His son.
Yeah, LeBron's going to get traded. Let's just be honest about that.
Sure,
they're going to trade him. That's pretty sad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But we are brought to you by BetOnline.ag. Football might be over for now. We got USFL coming up. From the latest odds, there's basketball, there's pro college hoops. You can bet on this SEC tournament if you want to. I wouldn't advise it, but you could. From all the latest odds, totals, player performance, props to who's going to be the next head coach at Georgia, which I think the even money favorite is Jonas Hayes from Georgia State University. If you want to make any of those type of bets, if you want to bet on tennis, like you can bet on tennis. I didn't know that. So head over to the website. You can use your mobile device.
How do you bet on tennis?
It's a good question. My friend from Bleav In Badgers and Bleav In Vandy, Matthew Perkins, he won a parlay on the Australian Open.
Huh?
Who knew?
Wow.
So you want to know what he did?
Yeah.
Well, not what Calvin Ridley did.
No.
Oh.
Calvin Ridley Falcons 18 on DraftKings.com.
Yeah.
What Calvin Ridley did was he used the wrong gambling partner.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't the one sponsored by the NFL.
Oh, and also gamblers that are out there use more than one. There were bets that wasn't reported. I guarantee you from Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you.
Totally.
He said he only did like $1,500 worth is what he tweeted.
Yeah, under his name, but
right.
you know he has pseudonyms. You know he has other people in his crew that bet for him.
Yeah, how many bets did he make under FalconSuck.com?
A ton.
Probably $2 million.
Yeah.
But all of those bets, you know what he did? He went to the website or he used his mobile device to sign up. He received his 50% welcome bonus on his first deposit. He used the promo code Bleav to get started. So
that's probably what he did.
Then I can see the appeal. I see why he did it.
And Pete Rose is still suspended.
Yeah. And can't get in the Hall of Fame because of it.
Yeah.
See
where he belongs.
If Calvin really would have realized that BetOnline was his source for hockey, boxing, and UFC odds, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble. He could have played also his favorite Vegas casino games. BetOnline is your number one online wagering destination. Unfortunately, it probably wasn't for him because he went somewhere else and got in trouble. He should have went to BetOnline, and this would have never happened. So BetOnline is where the game starts. How about that for a read?
That is a heck of a read. You know, your read is getting real similar to my read. So, should happen.
Long and drawn out?
No. Are you betonline.net or betonline.ag?
We're .ag.
We're .net.
Oh. .net, okay.
Yeah, because we're fancy.
Fancy.
Ole Miss got 16 runs on 7 hits, along with 14 walks.
Bang.
Good Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Jeb, say something. I'm not hearing you. Jeb, hello? I can't hear Jeb.
I can hear Jeb just fine.
Of course.
I can too.
Here we go.
Get better.
All right,
Brah.
Yeah, talk to me, Jeb.
Here. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you loud.
I
guess it's just going to be you and me, Jeb.
Well, I can hear him fine.
Oh.
I can hear y'all too. I just can't hear Jeb.
Oh, I don't hear Jake at all.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Oh,
probably on my end.
Do y'all hear Jake fine?
Yeah.
I did freeze up like 2 minutes ago, but come back and I can hear you guys, but I have not heard Jeb
That's
since.
weird that me and Jake can't hear each other.
Wow.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll try my best. We'll play telephone here between Jake and Jeb. This will be fun. Off the rails getting started early.
Oh my gosh.
So the NFL Combine, let's just say it was not only a Georgia showcase, it was an SEC showcase.
It always is.
Was there anybody from any other conference there?
Not that I know of.
I don't know, but Matt Corral met with Pete Carroll with Lane Kiffin and Monty Kiffin, and all of a sudden they trade Russell Wilson. So I'm banking on Matt Corral to the Seahawks at this point.
He ain't beating out Drew Lock. I told you we're off the rails.
Yeah.
Already.
Drew Lock at Missouri.
Jake said already. Just so you know.
So.
Yeah, I remember Missouri. I don't know. I know Malik Willis had a really good combine, but Matt Corral didn't get a chance to actually do much, did he? Because of that last game.
Yeah, he doesn't throw. Nobody does anything. They're opting out of the combine after opting out of the bowl game.
So what do they actually do?
They just talk to people. It's like the SEC spring meetings, and just a made-for-TV job interview.
It's not very. Like if I'm an NFL team, and you opt out of the combine, is that a major red flag, or is that just me being get off my lawn?
I think if you opt out of bowl game, it's a major red flag.
I agree with that.
I mean, it's all about. Yeah, it's all about trying to hide your weaknesses for as long as possible, hoping somebody will select you. And if you don't play in a bowl game, if you don't go through the combine, you're obviously hiding some red flag stuff that they need to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But you guys are being get off my lawn, guys. Just wait till off the rails. We won't be. So yeah, I think it's. I don't know. Like I don't like that. I don't like like the combine is. Okay, you might pull a hamstring. Okay, so what? NFL teams will still draft you. There's been plenty of people that get hurt and get drafted from the combine. It's not a big deal. There's been plenty of people that play in the Senior Bowl get hurt and get drafted. Do they jump right in to the NFL? Probably not. Do they get drafted as high as they want? It depends on who it is, but it really like it does you more. I think it should. I think it does you more harm than good, unless you are a surefire number one guy.
Yeah, I would look at the combine as
which there is not one.
Yeah, I would look at the combine as a job interview, but the entire thing's a job interview. So you're basically just saying I'm going to opt out of some parts of the interview because I don't want to do it. That to me would look bad as an employer.
Yeah, I'm not picking you.
The answer should
translate that.
Yeah.
What do you say?
That is a red flag if you don't go through the combine. I can't believe it. Yeah.
You're saying you're missing out on part of the interview.
Yeah.
I know.
And the answer should always be to all these players, more football is the answer.
You said go Vols. Yeah.
If you want to play less football, you're not going to do as well in the combine. The answer should be more football. Your bowl game, the Senior Bowl, the combine, your pro day. There's going to be people that, like, if Matt Corral, and I'm not saying he won't do that because he's a top-notch kind of guy, but if he didn't throw in his pro day, that would just be a huge gap of nothingness, and they want to see him throwing the football. And he hasn't done it until his pro day. Now, he's going to throw like a video game to where he just pushes a button and puts it where it's supposed to be because he's a heck of a quarterback. But, I mean...
But Matt Corral has a legitimate reason. Like, if you come into the combine injured, sure. But still, you got to show up, do the interviews, and do what you can. You know?
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. I don't know.
Talk about what I cooked tonight when you go off the rails.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I got some culinary topics for off the rails. I'm Chef Boyar Burton.
Yeah, John, it really does, because whenever you skip out of these bowl games and things to get ready for the combine, it's about minimizing your weaknesses and making you look better. It's about essentially putting a fake version of yourself in the job interview and deciding to snow these people over. That's really what's going on whenever they opt out. It's because they're afraid of their weaknesses instead of embracing them. I would like a player that would actually just embrace it and do whatever. Go through the system, all of it. Play the bowl game, play in the Senior Bowl, do all this stuff in the combine, do all this stuff in your pro day, and then all that data is out there and people can make a competent decision on your goodness.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know as much about the X's and O's, and that's a problem I always have with this is I don't understand why most of your I don't know what he's saying. Why most of your like what they're determining on who to draft would mostly come from your tape and when you're playing games. Like, I understand going there and seeing what your measurables are just to see how athletic you are, and I get that. But if you could make every play in college, why would they care if you're not doing it at the combine as much?
It's just another layer, just to see what your explosiveness is, to see how well you run, to interview you, just to kind of see how you are in that setting. It goes beyond just the pure athletic events. Like, do they really care about the 40-yard dash? No, but it's about the whole event. It's about how you handle yourself from minute one until you leave.
So when you're just opted out of parts of it, to me that seems kind of bad. But
it does. It is bad because you're saying, no, I don't want to do that for no particular reason. Like, if you're a quarterback and you're still recovering from an injury that you suffered in November, let's say you get sacked and you land on your shoulder and your shoulder hadn't been right, and you're rehabbing your shoulder. Sure, you go and say, hey, I'm rehabbing my shoulder. I can't throw here, but I will throw at my pro day. Teams will understand if you show up, but it's all these people like linebackers going, yeah, I'm opting out. Yeah, screw this stuff. I mean, why?
Like, Jamar Chase was a top 5 guy, John, and it didn't matter if he didn't do a thing. A pro day, a combine, the whole thing, it wouldn't have mattered if he wouldn't have done anything. And he basically took a year off football. So that's not really an apples and oranges. Whenever we're talking...
Jamar Chase, it wasn't going to affect him one way or the other. They were going to pick him. I mean, there's a handful of guys that it doesn't matter.
John.
I love that. It absolutely doesn't matter for people like Jamar Chase. But you're
somebody like Snoop Connor, it would absolutely matter. That's the type of player.
I'm thinking the defensive line group. Like it's such a tight. Like if you're in a tight group, your ass better be at the combine. Like Aiden
what
Hutchinson,
Jordan Davis did was freakish.
Yeah,
like what?
Like Jordan Davis probably didn't need to go to the combine, but he did. And now he made himself even more money. Like,
oh yeah,
that's the type of shit that happens. Like Jamar Chase was far and away the best receiver in that class. Let's be honest about that. He didn't need to go. But like you remember the year where there was like 5 quarterbacks taken in the first 12 picks? It was like the Baker Mayfield year, I think. Baker Mayfield. I can't.
Is that Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. Like there were 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round, like 5 within the first 12 picks. All of those guys went to the combine.
Yeah.
Did they need to? Probably not.
Yeah, the job interview, the actual conversation.
They're competing with each other.
The actual conversation that you have with a coach actually does matter. But the realistic thing is those interviews could happen on your pro day whenever they come in. Indianapolis is almost not needed. But it's a made-for-TV event. And because of that, you're going to run drills. There's not one instance to where you're going to run 40 yards in a straight line.
No.
You know, and they do different drills that are made for TV, and it's like, okay, this is what this matters. No, I am over the combine, and they could absolutely go away. It could just be pro days for all these schools because they're all laser timed anyway. You can control the numbers.
Yeah, but the made for TV event thing, it's all in how guys handle their first bit of spotlight. That's part of the evaluation. How do you handle that? How do you handle these how do you handle these like speed dating type interviews? Where you go into a room, you go into a suite that like you can barely squeeze into because there's 40 people from the organization crammed in there, all peppering you with questions, and like by design. Like how do you handle that? Like those are the benefits of the Who cares if you can? Who cares if you have a 32-inch vertical? Who cares if you run unless you're Jordan Davis? Who gives a crap if you run a 4-point whatever? Nobody cares unless you're setting the record at 4.1, or you're Jordan Davis at 350 pounds running a 4.8.
Jesus,
which is freakish. Who cares?
Have you guys seen? It's an older video, but it's talking like a track star, and he's
the most important.
We're talking at the same time. Just a second.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeb.
Go, Jeb.
Me.
Jeb. Go ahead, Jeb.
Jeb. I was gonna say the part you're talking about with the interviews is not on TV, so we don't actually get to see that part.
Yeah.
So it is something that could almost be done without all the TV spectacle.
Well, they interview with the press. I mean, they do other stuff. But
that's true.
Yeah. It's all data points designed to basically help organizations overthink and make a decision that is incorrect for their program or their team.
All the combine does is make it to where if you're choosing between two guys, it helps you alleviate your decision. The score is 56-25 now, fan.
Oh, wow. But what I was going to say was there's this older video of it's like a track star. When he comes off the line, he's running, and this girl walks out in front of him, is not paying attention, and at the last second, I don't know if you ever saw it, but last second, he runs over and just knocks her out. That reminded me of Jordan Davis. If somebody got in front of him the other day in that combine, he would absolutely just leveled somebody if they were running out in front of him.
They would have died.
Yeah. I mean, you get a big old boy like that running that fast, it can't.
And he looks smooth doing so. Like, when big people run, they're working. He looks smooth, man.
Yeah.
He looks so smooth.
He's going to make some 3-4 team in the NFL an extremely happy team.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Mike Tomlin's going,
Mike Tomlin has to take a quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
The rumor is Malik Willis.
He's going to trade for Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson will get traded. Yeah.
He's going to get traded again.
Yeah.
He's traded for Taylor Heineke.
They always talk about now that Russell Wilson's going to Denver, Colorado is going to repeal their weed law.
That's right.
So talking about that trade, do y'all think this will push Denver over getting a quarterback? Is that what they was lacking, you think, to get in the playoffs at least?
No, they were lacking some things up front.
Yeah, that's what
I don't.
That's what I say.
I mean, they're gonna have to protect Russ, but Russ is a little bit more mobile and is used to that. So,
yeah.
But they've got.
Can you picture the AFC West now?
Oh.
Yeah, I can. It's going to be the exact same. I mean, you still have nothing
not
on the
going to be the
back end
exact.
Well, Denver's still got to stop people.
You got Russell Wilson.
Is he playing
Justin
safety?
Herbert, Derek Carr, and Patrick Mahomes just patrolling that division?
Yes. When I go into Denver, I'm going to see those defensive backs, and I'm going to pick them apart. So
one of those defensive backs is in year 2 Patrick Surtain.
Yeah. Patrick Surtain shut down everybody pretty much this year.
Their safeties, they need safety help. They got beat in the middle of the field so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Surtain is, he's good. But the rest of their back end is kind of suspect.
Yeah.
Nope. He'd have been better on the Titans. Could have made
it. And offensive defensive lines are where they need the most help. So they're going to have to.
And I'm still on the train that the Titans need a quarterback.
Yes, 100%.
Maybe they trade for Matt Ryan.
Titans are a quarterback away from winning the Super Bowl.
100%.
You don't think Matt Ryan could do something with that offense?
I've never been a Matt Ryan fan.
I think there's a 28 to 3% chance of that not being a good move.
Yep, 100%.
Oh boy, he didn't make the decision to not kick the field goal. It wasn't his call. He didn't hold. Damn it. It's hard to play quarterback when you only have 1.3 seconds on every play. They got nothing, man. They got nothing to throw to. They can't protect. Like, we don't know how good Matt Ryan is, but he did win an MVP one year. Somehow.
I think it was that year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was that year.
Yep.
He won an MVP. Like, dude can produce, man. You just got to have time to do it.
He's like 35 now, ain't he?
Yeah, but he's better than Tannehill, I think.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think anybody's better than Tannehill.
I don't go that far, but you could have Jared Goff.
Back.
Dude, if we would have had a quarterback against Cincinnati, we would have won that game because the defense sat them 8 times. The defense stepped up in that game.
Yeah, so did Joe Burrow.
Well, he got sacked 8 times too, 9 times.
And then when he wasn't getting sacked, he was scoring and making plays and keeping the Titans' offense off the field.
All right, can y'all hear each other yet?
I cannot hear Jake. Can y'all hear me? Because I actually froze for a minute there.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
So this is what we're going to do, and this is not a Jake fault. This is not a Jake thing, but we're going to disconnect Jake and have him re-log in and sign up again, or sign in again.
Sign up for a free trial. Maybe you should buy a subscription.
Already have.
Goodbye, Jake. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Laces out, Dan. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, Carson Wentz just got traded to the Commanders, which is weird to say.
And they gave up a lot for him.
What the hell?
I was rooting for Admirals.
I was too.
For obvious reasons.
In the Navy.
You can sail those 7 seas.
In the Navy. We're already off the rails.
We're getting there.
It's freaking 30 points. Good God.
Talk, Jeb.
I hear you now.
Boom.
Boom.
All
Boom.
right.
I like it when we fix things.
Yeah, when it all comes together.
Washington football team might have been the perfect name. Seriously.
Yeah, it was a really good name, honestly.
It was.
There's somebody in our fantasy league that his team name was Fantasy Football Team.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I like that. I still call them football team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to seeing their uniforms because we don't get to see new uniforms in the NFL that often.
Yeah, that's true.
No, we don't. No, we don't. The Falcons blew that one with their new uniform reveal.
Oh, and now they won't do it next year, but the year after, the 2023 season, the one shell thing is going to be completely gone, and they're going to have specially designed uniforms. The reason I bring that up, the return of the creamsicles.
Oh.
Are you a Bucks fan now?
I'm not. No, I'm a fan of that uniform.
I was gonna say I might be if they can start wearing that.
Yeah, and I imagine the Patriots are going to go back to the Pat the Patriot.
Yep.
From like the mid '80s.
And the Falcons are going to go back to the best uniform combination they've ever had, like the Jerry Glanville back in black ones. Those were awesome.
I think they need to go back to the Steve Bartkowskis.
The red helmets were good, but the Falcons have good uniforms up until now.
So wait,
which I love their helmets. I love their helmets. I hate their jerseys.
I do like their helmets. What's happening in 2023?
Oh, they just got rid of the one shell rule to where you could have more than one helmet.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So that also means the Tennessee Titans, the Love You Blues are coming back.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Of course, now you just have to deal with the Ole Miss uniform with the white powder blue and white.
I'm fine with that.
The Oilers. Yeah, so before we kicked you off, Jake, we talked about Carson Wentz. Does somebody have a telegraph?
That's what I am here to tell. Yeah.
What's that?
We got Morse code on here now. What the hey is going on?
So not only do we have chat, we have Morse code.
Yeah.
Send help.
Send your Morse code in now.
Mm-hmm.
We've been trying to reach you about
Georgia
your warranty.
Sucks.
Yes. Yes, Jeb. They can't get us on a cell phone, so now they're going Morse code to us.
I'm trying to reach your warranty. I love that.
Yeah. That's SOS.
Now coming across the wire here. Be happy to report that Vanderbilt is up 60-32 on the Georgia Bulldogs here in the SEC tournament. We return you back to your regular scheduled program.
Well, John might be right. That might be an SOS from the Russian bots because Ukraine is handing it to them here lately. So
they're putting up a fight. That's for sure.
They are.
Should we just call Ukraine NordVPN? Is that their real name?
There we go.
No, Ukraine is channeling like 1995 Southern Miss, and they're just anytime, anywhere, anybody type thing. Let's go.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing from Ukraine is seeing on Twitter, like the Ukrainian farmers and tractors like towing off at Russian.
Yes, that is so great. Yes. And you got the Russian soldiers racing after him, trying to catch him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that is great. So, man.
Well, it looks like Vandy's your next opponent, right?
Yay! I'm scared to death. And we have a horrible record because if we get past Vandy / Georgia, whoever's going to win that game, which looks like it's going to be Vandy now, we got to immediately play Kentucky.
Yep.
That's just awful.
Yep. Good thing it's not in Atlanta or Catlanta.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I don't know. Alabama's good for a couple upsets a season. You just never know when they're going to do it.
This is the same team. Yeah.
No, Georgia got beat tonight.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're.
This is the same Alabama team who has beat Houston, who has beat Gonzaga,
and Baylor,
and lost to Missouri, and lost to Georgia. The strangest Alabama team I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll just need to play Baylor, Gonzaga, and Houston in the tournament. NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Our team might be scared of them.
Yeah.
Have you seen LSU's NOA? What's in LSU's NOA?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, have you seen that? Just let us know in the chat. Yeah, because I'm curious about that because it appears damn good offer has finally come to a head.
What?
Yeah, did you not say that today, Corey?
No.
I mean, there's a lot of rumors about, Will Wade may be fired because of what's come out today. I don't know if that's true or not.
I did see that. See that.
LSU's basketball program is about to get nuked, I think.
But as somebody said, this is the NCAA we're talking about, and they just pretty much slapped Bruce Pearl on the hand and said, we'll give you 2-game suspension and be done.
Yeah, but the problem with this is there needs to be a victim, like similar to Ole Miss in 2013, whenever they just decided that they are going to try and hammer Ole Miss. And you had this protracted investigation of what was going into. And I think that LSU might be the scalp that everybody's looking at, because they're not going to do Kansas. They're not going to do Kentucky.
No.
So
Arizona. No.
So poor Cleveland State is screwed.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to go after LSU and probably go after Will Wade, because honestly, he made it personal.
He did.
Which he probably should have done, but that's what he did. It's kind of like Tennessee with Bruce Pearl at a barbecue. Doesn't feel like there was that much going on, but they decided they were going to make it personal. And the next thing you know, Bruce Pearl's getting fired and show caused.
And now he's at Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Chris Lofton might be the best shooter that I remember in this conference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was good.
That dude was nails.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, looks like Louisville's adding a new offensive coordinator, Josh Stepp from Georgia State, by the way.
Hey, that's a step up.
Oh my God.
Jeb, did you hear that one?
Juice.
He said that was a step up.
Oh.
Very clever.
You're going to make me switch to brown liquor.
Just happy to help.
Max Thurman joining the Vols in the analyst role.
Oh, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah, as we say, the analyst position or the X's and O's position of the college football staff today.
Yeah.
The on-the-field guys, just basically recruiters.
And Butch Jones still alive at Arkansas State.
Yeah. By the way, before we stray too far off the SEC tournament, Jeb, I was going to ask you a question. I'm glad you can hear me now. But I have seen a lot of people. Put their brackets out on Twitter and stuff, and a lot of them has UT winning the whole thing. Is Tennessee are they on a magical run right now? Because I hadn't seen anything on Tennessee lately.
No, not really. They ended the season well. I'm trying to remember. Just
they beat Auburn. They beat Auburn and Kentucky, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. So they're playing.
That's probably why.
I mean, I think Auburn peaked a little too early. They've been kind of struggling here lately, and but Tennessee's
they also got beat by Kentucky pretty bad.
Yeah.
Earlier, so that was just more of a vengeance loss. And I don't know. They're one of 3 SEC teams who were actually undefeated at home. They were really good, but they're not as good as Kentucky or Auburn. I don't think. I think they definitely could beat them, but they got to get past South Carolina first, most likely. Maybe Mississippi State. We'll see.
A lot of people have Arkansas and Tennessee playing for the championship.
Yeah, those are 2 dangerous teams. They were neck and neck all through the season as to who was going to end up where in the SEC. And
yeah,
we did end up above them, but not by much because we beat Arkansas right at the end of the season too.
Right,
that was the last game, and that's pretty much what gave us the 2 seed there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
No, it's going to be good games starting Friday.
Do you have Serbians or Lithuanians?
Are they Serbian? I think they're Serbian.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got a couple of them. That's our.
It's kind of like kicking and screaming, where the strategy was get it to the Italians. Tennessee basketball is get it to the Serbians.
Yeah.
We just have the giant white guys right there.
Get it to Kukoc. Get it to Kukoc. Kukoc.
Jeb, you can tell how interested the other 2 above us are about the basketball tournament, since both of their teams are already out. They're just like just dead silence.
Yeah. Well, mercifully, the Tom Crean era is over.
Has he been fired yet? I mean, he ought to have been fired the second half.
Well, he's probably been fired in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He got fired. He got fired a month ago. They just let him play out.
Yeah. Well, it's about to be over with.
The
You could
tournament's
tell.
being
I mean,
played.
shit. You could tell by the way we've been playing since that Alabama game that he got fired sometime shortly after.
I thought I was going to keep his job.
The tournament's being played 45 minutes for me and Jeb. And
Yeah.
That's true.
I have no desire to go.
Well, I do, but I'm leaving town now, so
Yeah.
I'll be on the road during Tennessee's game.
Mm.
Wait, you think Tennessee's going to be playing on Saturday?
Yes, I was assuming. Oh, that's true. I guess I was just making an assumption there. I might be on the road during their game.
Yeah.
No, it'd be just like them to lose the first game. That's pretty much that's pretty much what our women did. So they were really good.
Yeah.
We're just not good in the SEC tournament usually. So I don't know why they have us winning it.
I don't know. I'm just kind of shocked about that, to be honest, because I figured the clear-cut favorite would be Kentucky, Auburn, maybe Arkansas, but Arkansas's kind of slacked up a little bit too. So
Yeah,
Tennessee's
I like
weird.
Tennessee over Arkansas.
yeah,
Tennessee's that weird team that just beats you
yeah,
on any given day. I mean, you could also beat them, but you just don't know who's going to show up that day. Because if they bring their A game, you are screwed.
yeah.
Yeah, especially this year, the defense is just really good most of the time. But every now and then, you're right, they just don't show up.
Yeah. Nature of the beast in basketball. If you're not making shots, you're not going to win. I don't care who you're playing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Ole Miss is this whole season. They would go off and they'd play pretty well. They'd do all right, and there'd be a 6-7 minute period where they scored 2 points, and that would be where they lost.
God, that's what happened.
And
with
Georgia's
women.
just everybody's slump buster.
Besides Alabama.
Besides Alabama.
Yeah.
No.
You look at
I know nobody
Georgia
cares
on the-
about women game, but that's what happened in the women's game. Man, they played Kentucky in the tournament, and Kentucky was just hitting every three they tried. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a team hit like 25 threes. It was just insane. And Tennessee just couldn't stop that because what can you do about that?
You can't.
Ah,
Team's hot
Guess
one
they
night.
couldn't-
You can't stop them.
yeah,
Georgia reminds me of Bull Durham when Crash Davis said we need a rain out and he turned the sprinklers on at the baseball field. That's kind of like Georgia.
Yep.
I get you a rain out.
Yep.
Yeah. The most exciting part of this game is when they showed some reporter opening his empty pizza box.
Oh, man. Is it dead silence in that stadium or in that arena? Is it just
Probably.
dead silence?
By the way, Emily Arena, I noticed whenever I watched the Ole Miss game tonight, the video board is like the length of the court.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's legit.
That's interesting.
Nice. Just to drag baseball back into this, I know we're rooting for the SEC, but Tennessee Tech is beating Auburn in the top of the 8th right now. Tennessee Tech's one of my alma mater, so that's exciting.
Tennessee Tech got that coach back that was so good that went to Rice.
Yeah.
So the baseball coach is back. Yeah.
I don't
Neck and neck
care.
with Tennessee.
I don't care if Auburn's playing my high school team. I want them to lose. I don't care what it is.
Well, they're playing Tennessee Tech now and losing. I love it.
Let's go Tennessee Tech.
They're the Golden Eagles, in case you're wondering.
They are. So was my high school, so it's kind of fun. I was the Golden Eagles all the way up until I finally went to UT for law school.
What high school did you go to?
Russian bots.
Yeah,
Jokerville.
Russian bots.
Yeah.
Welcome to
There
the
they
show,
are.
guys. His name is Roger Gonorrhea.
So hey, we need to ask John John did some research on the Russian bots, by the way. John, care to
Please.
share your research findings on the Russian bots? He
Well,
revealed
David
them on
wasn't-
Beast of the East.
Buckley Dickerson. Come on, guys.
Okay, that sounds like a human, like an American name. What the?
Buckley Dickerson sounds like a butler in an 80s sitcom.
Yeah.
It also simultaneously sounds like an Arkansas booster.
Is that Hayes Roman?
Hayes Roman.
John, you better get your butt back here. I'm waiting for this explanation. So, 76-40 is the score right now.
How much time is left?
3:55.
Oh, that's a long 4 minutes.
3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the Tom Crean
Error. Yeah. Ooh.
Error, I should say.
Error. Yeah.
That wasn't a slip of tongue.
So we got Roger Gonorrhea, Buckley Dickerson, and Hayes Roman.
Gonorrhea. I guess we're off the rails now.
Hey, John, tell us about these Russian bots. We have Roger Gonorrhea, Buckley Dickerson, and Hayes Roman. I'm going to say this over and over again because I'm proud of it.
You nailed it.
Yeah. It looks like Roger Gonorrhea.
I mean, you're not far off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
John, don't get shy on me now. You explained this really well on Beast of the East.
Oh.
That's where you learned
What's
it
up
from.
with the Russian bots? That's what we want to know.
I want
Give us a
John to
breakdown.
explain it. Because I don't want to have to explain it.
Yeah.
John did some research. John's our lead historian. Yeah.
Oh, he said, "Oh."
Oh. He gave us an O. What?
Oh.
I know nothing about any Russian bots.
John, was you sober or drunk that night when you talked about it, or what? You don't remember?
He doesn't. He doesn't remember. The most exciting part of this game is this commercial break here.
There you go. So John, you looked in for us.
I told you, man. He did some key research.
Ooh, are they free?
No,
Jeb.
easy now. We get it your birthday week.
Jeb, they're probably too old for you anyway. So.
Yeah, down boy. Yeah.
So wrong.
They're probably not free, and they're probably virus filled. So,
Yeah.
be
John, I
like,
hope you didn't. That's why your computer froze, John.
computer's got a case of the Demovas.
NordVPN, you better get it right now.
you better stock up.
Yeah.
While you're at it, go to Athletic Greens.
Yep.
I got
we lost.
I froze up.
Yeah, it's like we lost Jeb. He froze up.
Oh, we
Told
got
you not to
pixelated
go
Jeb.
there, Jeb.
Yeah.
Jeb, mute that.
Yeah.
That's a problem that fast.
Can't.
Oh,
By the way, I
Man.
finished the Pam and Tommy Lee series today. Have y'all seen
Is that good? But I ain't
I
watched
want
it
to
yet.
watch it.
Let's just say the bad guy wins,
No way.
essentially.
Mhm.
And that's I'll
bad
leave
guys
it at
Tommy Lee
that.
Tommy
Not
Lee
no Tommy
Lee
it's not
Jones?
It's not
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
I'm losing
I
my
want a
mind.
4-mile search of every outhouse, hen house. No.
Yeah.
Pam, I want to have sex with you in every farmhouse, hen house, dog house, outhouse in the area.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
That should be a Hollywood producer. Let's make that happen.
The girl that played Pam Anderson, actually a pretty decent casting job.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard she got rave reviews.
Yeah. And
I
She
gotta
got
tell
rave
you-
reviews, all right.
I did not watch a lot of porn growing up, but him driving that boat was impressive. I remember that.
Oh my gosh.
It was. I remember that.
That was kind of quite an odd sentence. I didn't watch a whole lot of porn growing up, but
Yeah.
he drives the boat really well. Are you somebody who watches it for the plot? You watched Skinamax for the plot, didn't you?
The plot. Yeah.
Just sometimes.
let's just say he
you
was
wanna do
doing
it-
some hands-free driving.
Yeah. It was,
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. YouTube, please don't delete us. Yeah.
it was one of those where suddenly I feel inadequate.
Oh my gosh.
They hired an extra actor to play Tommy Lee's penis.
It only talks in one episode.
Oh my God! Oh Lord!
It was pretty good. Now you have to remember that Seth Rogen is in this and is one of the main characters, and Ron Swanson is in this as well.
Oh wow!
Nice.
So at the end, it's a Seth Rogen show.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to catch.
Emmanuel did have great stories.
Yeah, I want to catch the Vikings Valhalla that has come out. I think it was about last week before.
Saw the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
it's very much like the original Vikings.
Okay, I watched it. So
Tennessee's beating James Madison 10-2.
Nice. Alabama baseball lost to UNA today.
Speaking of which, what did Georgia?
You lost to North Alabama?
Yeah, 9-5.
Oh, you did, yeah.
North Alabama.
Kentucky lost to Ohio.
They're T2 school, aren't they? Or have they moved?
I thought they were supposed to move. I don't know if they moved yet.
They play D2 football. I know that much.
Yeah.
Do you know what North Alabama is known for?
Being in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Besides that, they have a live lion habitat on campus.
Yeah, it's actually Florence. North Alabama's in Florence. UAH is in Huntsville.
Which they have a hockey program.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so Missouri.
I know stuff about every school.
You're just a walking encyclopedia, ain't you?
Yeah, and I used to know more before my brain got opened up into there. Then I started forgetting stuff. It's like they didn't. It's like a balloon with a pinhole. Yeah.
Just deflating little by little.
Hey, Steve.
What's up?
You know who got added to the mix for the next head coach at Georgia?
Yes, John. That's true too.
Andy Kennedy.
AK is awesome, by the way. AK would do a fantastic job. The only reason he got let go at Ole Miss is because he got stale. And that was after like 12 years. He won 20 games a year at a time when the SEC was garbage.
Yeah.
Right now, he'd be in the tournament.
So that would be a good hire.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic hire.
That'd be a great hire for you guys.
Well, I would be a great hire for us. I mean, anything's an upgrade. That's real talk. Crean is mum on future.
Yes. He's right about that.
Hey, by the way, the Russians said they're going to make oil $300 a barrel. So what does that mean for A&M's recruiting class?
Ooh.
They're going to lose a couple recruits.
No, they're going to be able to NIL like crazy.
Yeah.
You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, and we don't do the NIL game. You just want to go to Bryan College Station because it's pretty and there are no trees.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say the whole company's making tons of money off this. They got to be happy.
I'm not happy about filling up right now.
I'm not.
I think all of this, by the way, is just because we didn't drive in 2020.
$50 on half a tank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, not driving and the oil companies really hurt. I think this is their way of getting their money back. I don't think the inflation or anything happened. I just think people are trying to get their money back.
No, they're making up for all the lost profits.
Mm-hmm.
They're making up for sure.
Yep.
Because they could ramp up production anytime they want.
Yeah, I think they said there's 9,000 oil leases on federal land that are not getting used right now.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
But it just wasn't profitable for them to do that a while back, and now that it is, like I said, they're making their money. They don't care. They'll eventually tap into something, but who knows when.
Since we're basically off the rails anyway, my favorite argument right now is everybody's trying to say, "Oh, gas is too high. Spend $50,000 on an electric car." And everybody's saying that. But the people bitching about it are rolling around in an F-350 that's jacked up that they spent $85,000 on.
Yes.
It's not our fault that you're driving a V12 around.
That gets 8 miles a gallon.
It's not our fault.
Really drag you down.
There's a truck on my street that's an F-350 jacked up that has a stair that comes down automatically. They push a button and the stair comes down so you can step in with pink rims.
Yeah, giant pink rims. I thought it was a girl's truck for a while.
Yeah.
It's not.
Pink rims.
He just wanted pink rims.
Well,
Yeah.
our local news station had like a breakdown of some things you can do to help minimize the damage on gas and all that. And one of the things was remove the extra weight in your car. Well, hell, I guess I won't be able to drive anywhere if we're going to remove the extra weight because I bog it down pretty good.
Go on a freaking diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to now.
So what did Cassidy cook for you guys tonight? Speaking of,
Yeah.
We had
she wanted that to be mentioned in Off the Rails.
Yeah, we had a filet mignon that was wrapped in bacon and mashed potatoes. So here's a good
Any
meal.
corn? Any corn on the cob?
No, we didn't. I'm not a big corn on the cob person. She is, but I'm not. It gets stuck in your teeth and you can't never get it out. And you just walking around with corn stuck in your teeth and can't smile at people because it's right there, and it's just a mess.
So you got to wash it out.
Yeah, you got to get a water flosser.
I mean, I brush my teeth once a week, guys. Come on, what else you want from me? I'm just kidding.
Sounds like my shower schedule.
Yes, yeah. Every Saturday morning, shower time. Boom.
Hey, Alabama and Tennessee. Your Alabama and Tennessee is showing.
Yeah.
Mississippi with the Alabama.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you throw yourself in that Tuesday.
When people say they're from the deep South, I'm from the deep South.
Yeah.
I'm from hot Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
pork chops, bacon, green beans, and white onions cooked in bacon grease and mac and cheese.
You win, John.
That's a good dinner.
See, I don't have time. We both work pretty late, and by the time we get in, it's already like 7 before we. Well, it's about 6 when we start cooking. It's about 7:30 till we eat. So we just can't make an elaborate meal like that unless it's on the weekend. So we just do something quick and simple.
Bacon sounds great though.
Yeah,
it does.
Like
we do this thing called Home Chef. Y'all ever do that?
No,
I've heard of it.
They're not sponsoring us, but they probably should because I'm about to give them an endorsement here. It's really, really good. Yeah, Home Chef. We're going to pause our shipments because I'm going to be in Naples next week. So, breaking news, it'll just be the three amigos next week because I will be on hiatus in Naples, Florida.
Ironically, Jeb will be in Nashville.
Yeah, I will.
Jeb, you can use my studio if you want to. No.
So you gonna be here, Jeb, or not?
I'm coming up.
Oh yeah,
no, I'll be on the show.
Okay. Thought it was gonna be a 2-man show.
I'm bringing all my equipment with me.
All right,
it's been that way before, but we were supposed to stop our shipment with Home Chef, but we messed up and didn't pause it fast enough, so we got more meals. So in the last 2 days, I've cooked 4 meals because I cooked 2 last night, 1 for lunch today, like meal prep, and the other we ate, which was last night we ate chicken parm for dinner, and then I made some fire roasted chicken and vegetables for lunch today. And then tonight we had pork chops with asparagus and this fig jam sauce, demi-glazed fig jam sauce. And then I made turkey. You'll love this one, Steve. Turkey mini meatloaves. Provolone stuffed turkey mini meatloaves with green beans and bell pepper.
Do they taste good? That's my.
It does if you make it right. Yeah, it comes the ingredients come uncooked, and obviously you assemble it. But
okay,
I've only had one that I didn't like, and I can't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. But every single one of them I've had so far, even the ones I'm thinking oh, that's gonna be terrible, they're actually pretty good. Okay. So if you want Home Chef, do it.
I tried one, and I don't remember which one it was, but it was pre-cooked meals. So you just microwave them. They really weren't bad. They weren't as good as fresh cooking. I'm sure the Home Chef one is actually better, but they weren't bad. My problem back then was I had problems with portion control. So one of those just wasn't enough for me.
I still do.
I've been trying to fix that. I eat a lot less now, but there was a while there. I'd have to have 2 of those meals, and then they got way too expensive. But that Home Chef one sounds pretty good. I might have to try that at some point.
I've got a George Foreman.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
I got an air fryer.
Yeah, today we did an air fryer with French fries and a George Foreman, some hamburgers, and 15 minutes, we're good to go.
There you go.
I did finally get some propane down here. I grilled out 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks. I love doing that.
I love my
accessories.
Propane.
I got some propane, man.
I got some. Steven, I love our air fryer. I mean, we cook everything in it pretty much. I mean,
the air fryer is outstanding. See,
it
between
is.
the air fryer and my Traeger smoker, it's outstanding. Yeah, boy, my smoker. I smoked them ribs on there, boy. It's gonna be real nice.
I smoke meat and meat-like substances.
So no lie, I said I smoke meat in a faculty meeting because they're asking what your hobbies were at the beginning of the year. I was like, yeah, that and smoking meat.
There you go.
And not thinking about it, when you say it really fast and like a room full of people, it sounds like you're saying smoking weed.
Smoking weed.
I smoke weed. I'm like, everybody started dying laughing. I'm like, what? And then I realized I was like, oh crap,
mate. Yeah.
No, like ribs. It was too late.
Yeah, it was too late.
It's
all done.
I also smoke weed, but
it was all
yeah.
Yeah,
you said that in front of a bunch of high schoolers. They're going to laugh and
teachers, high school teachers.
Well, still
not
same concept.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no different.
No different.
No different. But yeah, so I've got a salmon. I'm gonna smoke a salmon here some one of these days. I'm probably gonna freeze it and smoke it when I get back. But yeah, I did ribeyes over the weekend. I do ribs from time to time. I still haven't mastered pulled pork yet. But
that's hard anyway.
Brisket, I've done brisket. That was I was 1 for 2 on that one. On brisket, I had one that was like shoe leather. It was cooked well, it was tough. The second brisket I made was ridiculous.
Minute steaks, mashed potatoes, and corn on the cob's my goal.
Oh,
like nice breaded minute steaks. Yeah, I've done it once. Need to try and figure out how to do it again.
I gotta rehook up my smoke detector because we smoked like
meat.
I smoked meat. No,
that's weed.
This. Weed, yeah. Smoke weed every day. No, get this. We were cooking, and I had stuff on the grill. It was the night. It was the night we did. I was doing. What was I doing? I was doing chicken legs on the grill.
Ooh.
I was doing chicken legs and a few of like the leftover chicken thighs that we had. So I'm out there. I'm like trying to figure out. I'm like getting the grill situation going. I was gonna smoke them for about an hour and then finish them off on the gas grill, just kind of sear them. And I'm sitting there. I'm on the TikTok just scrolling, and I hear something. I'm like, oh, somebody has an alarm or something beeping. I was like, oh, whatever. And my wife pops out. She pops her head out. She's like, Corey, get in here now. Holy shit. She's like freaking out. And I look and it's like smoky. I'm like, okay, she just smoked up the fire. The smoke detector's going off. And I'm like, she just smoked up the house. And I look over to my left and the freaking thing was like a blaze. Like, good Lord. Fire was like 3 feet tall.
Good Lord.
Coming out of this pot. She had some butter going, and then Huck had had an accident. Had a bathroom accident. And so she was tending to that. And all of a sudden, like the butter she had on the stove caught on fire.
Oof.
She had prepped a pot for broccoli, I think. So
yeah. My wife mentioned it, but my dad has made some smoked chicken for us before. It's outstanding. You just pull off the bone.
You cannot go wrong with smoked chicken.
Mm-mm.
It's the only way.
Any kind of smoked meat.
Meat.
All right.
John, you go a whole day without eating? I don't think I've ever done that.
I can't do
3
that.
days a week. Oh,
I did that once by accident, and I was like really cranky.
Yeah, I get a hunger headache, and I'm like, I gotta eat something.
Okay.
No, I told the kids today in my fourth period PE class, because I have last lunch. We have 3 lunches, and we have last lunch, thankfully, with my PE class that I have on every other day. And they wouldn't get out of the gym. They were just kind of like, I'd already collected all the basketballs and footballs and whatever else we had out, and I'm like, hey, let's go, get out of here. And they're kind of just like not listening. I'm like, hey, for real, I got to go eat my lunch. I'm going to get hangry. This is not going to be good for anybody in here.
Right. Yeah.
My fat's going to start yelling at you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could. No. Yeah.
I was like, y'all better get on up out of here. I had some fire roasted tomato chicken to eat.
There you
over
go.
Noodles with butternut squash and regular squash.
That don't sound bad.
Mix those.
But well, I just threw the squash in there to add a little extra oomph to it. It was really just butternut squash. Butternut squash is actually really good the next day. I don't quite. Okay. Butternut squash is one of those things where it's good. It's better left over.
Oh, yeah,
I see.
Yeah,
I see what you do. There's some days there's some days I go to lunch at 11 at work, and there's some days I come in, I don't eat supper, I don't eat until breakfast the next morning. So, yeah, I can
actually skip breakfast. I can make it till about noon before I get real hungry. So
there you go.
There was one day I was just like, I forgot. I got so busy I forgot to eat. I don't know how that happened, but next thing you know, it's like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm trying to figure out why I'm so hungry. I'm like, why am I ravenously hungry? And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't eat today. Missouri's trying their whole no numbers on the jerseys and spring practice thing. Oh God. Eli Drinkwitz. Oh God. Hey, if you want to hear one of the best Eli Drinkwitz impressions of all time, you should listen to Beast of the East. Vinny absolutely nailed it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Vinny had us dying laughing on Monday night. So you should check that out.
Yeah. Definitely check that out.
Had us freaking howling. It was good. It was good. Yeah. I'm not gonna give you any more information. You just need to go check it out.
All right. Beast of the East.
Beast of the
East. Sam Howell to the Colts.
And Jeb, I'm just going to forewarn you that they do not talk about Tennessee at all. It's all about Georgia and Kentucky. And
yeah, it does surprise me. That's all right. That's all right. Flying under the radar is the way I like it.
I can't say too much because on the best of the West, States talk about Alabama most of the time. So,
well,
it's just another edition of Tide Talk. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about this whole like extra content thing, and I'm like, I'm already on 4 days a week. What more do I need? I talk about different stuff, but you see my face during the season, especially. You'll see my face 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Now that Illegal Motion is actually live streaming.
Oh yeah, that's way
John, that is
man.
You want to defend that, Jeb?
We're
yeah,
a baseball school.
I'm pretty sure we're well ahead in both baseball and basketball right now. So maybe you just went football.
Oh, last year if Tennessee played LSU, they would have beat them. So
they would have beat them this year.
Yeah.
Tennessee's going to be pretty good this year. It might be an anomaly if we can't get another good quarterback, but we're fighting hard for that. What is his name? Nico Amalevia or something like that? I don't know.
I was going to say, don't you got Milton back for another year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this.
I know.
Wait, tell Milton. No.
SEC champs, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll bring.
I got another one.
We got another one, Steve.
What's
I
up?
can't.
Steve,
we got another one. Yeah, we got another Russian bot. We got two. Hey, Moscow. There we go. We know that's a real one.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Moss now.
Yeah. Gillier Moss now.
Gillian. So Donier Kabudu.
Ulysses Woodcomb.
I thought you were going to say woodpecker.
Don Cox. And Guillermo. Moscow feels like low-hanging fruit. Too easy.
Yeah, I know it does.
Yeah.
Jeb's over there typing those in again.
Yeah.
See you, Jeb.
Yeah.
Steve, what are you using? AirPods for your headphones here?
Oh, he's gone.
I'm kidding. I did that.
That's great.
Yeah, I've got Bluetooth.
Okay.
Jeb was like, "Well, what happened?"
Jeb's like, "Oh no!"
I'm trying to be good.
Oh gosh. Oh me.
That's pretty good.
That was good. That's 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Steve, you didn't pay attention for a good 10 minutes, and you came back with that one, so that's good.
That was good. Yeah.
Not bad.
I hit a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Now, what's your extra point going to be?
Natty count: LSU 3, Tennessee 1.
In what?
Did USC win that one in 2003?
We're talking about football. Tennessee's got a bunch of national
not according to the
championships, but
BCS.
Oh. We just have the first one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right.
But
Yeah,
LSU
USC is 2003 national champions.
2 missed 35-yard field goals cost Ole Miss that game against LSU, and I'll never forget that.
The only sport that matters, so I guess he is talking about football.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about women's soccer.
Yeah,
well,
soccer is what we're talking about.
You know, you could bring in Pat Summitt and do what you have to do, and he could bring in Skip Burton.
Oh.
And, yeah, I mean, this could get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, today,
Georgia has the 2021 Crystal Trophy, so
No, they don't.
it's not there yet.
No.
It hasn't been delivered.
I was going to say
the trophy's not made out of crystal.
The day Pat Summitt died,
They still
horrible.
do that one for the AP.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed watching her teams, and Candace Parker dominated what she was there. I mean, it was insane to see.
They had a whole host of people dominating when she was there.
Yeah, that's true. But Candace Parker stands out in my mind because I just, what she did was crazy.
Yeah,
you know who doesn't stand out in your mind? Brittany Griner, because she decided to travel to Russia while all this was going on with cannabis on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
That is very bad.
That ain't good. There's a very Gary Powers feel with all this.
Mm-hmm. And she's still detained over there. I think her wife come out a couple of days ago and was trying to, plead and all that, but it's not good.
Not good. She obviously didn't watch the This is a terrible situation. But she obviously didn't watch the Locked Up Abroad series on Nat Geo.
No. Oh, yeah.
You're not sticking anything in my suitcase.
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail in Peru.
Russian prison's no joke, guys.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Now it's gotten a little bit better since Stalin was doing the gulag, where he just worked you to death.
Yeah.
But not much.
Yeah, it's not pretty
Yeah.
at all.
It's like, why was that flight booked?
Right.
I know why that flight was booked, because you think, well, I'm important, nothing can happen to me, and it's all good. But now there has to be a war for there to be a prisoner swap. She's stuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
and I think the Russians are legitimately trying to draw us into a war. To where we make the next move.
I don't know. I think they just know we won't because they still have nuclear weapons. So they know they can get away with a lot of this. I just can't see him really wanting to start a war, because I think what we've learned about Russia from this Ukraine invasion is their army's not in the best shape. I think we would take them down pretty fast. Except for the whole nuclear weapon thing, which is the problem.
Right.
Or turn each other into a parking lot. We just got to do it first.
I mean, the Ukrainians are sitting out there with zero ally help right now. I mean, we've been giving them some weapons and stuff, but they're the ground troops. They're on their own. And I mean, yeah, Russia has taken some cities and stuff, but the capital, they still have not taken the capital, I don't think. And Ukraine has pretty much stalled. They said today stalled their, the advance. So that's huge.
When your president is a badass and says, and says, nah, take your cars away. I'm staying. Give me a gun.
Yeah.
Give me some weapons.
I mean,
Russia put out video of their tanks.
And he's not doing it for show. That dude's in the front line shooting people.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What a leader. I mean, a leader on the front lines with his people stopping an invasion. That's insane.
Yeah, but I think he was hoping we would intervene, and we're not going to. So what's the end game here? I mean, in the end, I think he's going to have to end up agreeing to what Russia says. They're going to have to remain neutral. They're going to have to give up those couple of states of Ukraine as independent states, which would be part of Russia. I mean,
he's not going to give up an inch of territory, and he shouldn't.
Hey, well, then his people are going to get wiped out because nobody's coming to rescue him, which I think is what he hoped that somebody would, but we've all just said no. Which is terrible, but
the Ukraine is not part of. Well, Ukraine's not part of NATO, and that's the biggest issue. No. NATO's not wanting to get them.
But they're being attacked because they tried to become part of NATO.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, no, they're not our ally, but they wanted to be.
Right.
And
Finland.
So we're like,
Finland's like, let us in NATO. Let us in NATO. Moldova's like, let us in NATO.
Yeah.
Moldova should be scared.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because Ukraine's like invading Texas, and Moldova's like invading like Kansas,
Rhode Island,
Rhode Island. Yeah, yeah. But it's insane.
Yeah. They invade Kansas and they turn around and go, "Nah, we're good."
Yeah,
they got nothing to worry about. They're like, "Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, you get never mind."
But here's the problem I have with this invasion. Because this whole time we've been thinking that Russia was Germany from World War II. And they're taking Czechoslovakia and all this stuff. But with these economic sanctions, they might be Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and that means they're going to lash out eventually.
Yeah.
That's definitely the fear. Because Putin is obviously not stable. So, I mean, he's not a Kim Jong-il or any of those. But he's
Can we just send our best sniper over there and just take him out?
Chris Kyle was killed a few years ago, so unfortunately,
I think our best
send Tom Brady over there.
Yeah,
send Tom Brady over there.
Wow,
sniper. Just no. What they need to do is agree to a boxing match between the Klitschko brothers and Putin.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Mhm.
He knocked Putin's head off.
Good.
Yeah. All's well that ends well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can have his pick between Vladimir or Vitaly.
Yeah.
And I nothing political about what I'm about to say.
No.
But I am going to point out that
Liberal! Oh.
he tried to take us out of NATO. He tried to remove all the troops from Germany. He affected Radio Free Europe to where you could not broadcast over there. It's hard to imagine this not being part of an intentional plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's scary and it's stupid, but it's hard to imagine that wasn't the setting the battlefield, so to speak, for what's happening right now.
With everything happening in America, though, I just don't want to believe that
Yeah.
that could have been a background
Because-
motivation for anybody in our government.
Yeah, that is straight treason.
Yeah,
Straight treason.
even someone, and again, you're right. We don't get into politics and all that, but I don't really like the former president. I know that's who we're talking about. I just don't want to believe it's that bad. But it could be just being naive. I have no idea. I don't want to believe half the stuff that's happening right now with everybody arguing and fighting. I just don't understand it. But
Yeah,
I mean, we've got us fighting over here amongst ourselves. You think we're ready for a war?
Yeah.
We don't. We need to stay out of it as much as we can.
well, and that is a problem. We're such a divided nation right now.
Yeah, I know.
This is the truth. The one thing that could save the American culture was to have a enemy overseas that everybody could point to.
Mm-hmm.
That would cure all the division. And that enemy being Russia again, I mean, that's nice. That's like a warm coat going on.
Yeah.
What was that movie, Canadian Bacon? Where they trying to convince Russia to start back up the Cold War? Just for the heck of it, because the economy wasn't doing well.
It's like,
let's start this Cold War again.
Did Rocky end the Cold War for this?
Hey, Rocky, bring it back.
Yeah, really.
I mean, you got to think we was not going to get involved in World War II until Japan, bombed us. So,
Yeah.
they made the first move and then they paid for it.
Yeah.
So
We're on the same playbook as
Yeah.
World War II, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Complete with a fairly liberal president, FDR and Biden, because that's Biden's hero.
Yeah.
But at least we were making money off World War II. We're not making money off this one right now.
Didn't Biden work for FDR?
Potentially.
Shoot, Biden's
Possible.
work. Yeah. I think Nancy has, and
Biden's like 25 years younger than me.
Yeah, Biden worked
Yeah.
for Roosevelt. Which one? Both of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Terrible.
God.
So,
Yeah.
Jeez. This is
You're right.
it's we're turning into a country of screaming fascists. Yeah, the extreme right, extreme left are both lunatics.
yeah.
That's why I live right in the middle.
Politics are a horseshoe.
Yep.
Authoritarian, democratic, with a small d, democratic.
Mm-hmm.
That's where both the right and the left live.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm an American patriot, as I call myself, because I want what's best for America. And these two idiot parties have no idea what's best for America.
Yep.
So
No.
I agree with that.
yeah.
I mean, there was not a good candidate in the last election. I don't think.
They'll never do it, but we need to ban primaries.
Oh, that's
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to ban primaries because that is the tool of the extremists to put their guy to run for office, and nothing ever changes as those primaries. It should be basically, what are they doing? Is it Georgia? They do the jungle election thing where everybody's just on a ballot and the top two of them get selected. They should do something like that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I believe the only reason why Trump won a few years ago is because we're sick and tired of politicians, of the career politicians, and that was all that was up against him. So,
So
Trump
he
won
just
because most of America just hated Hillary Clinton.
exactly. Yeah.
But you're right. They hated the establishment. And
They hated the establishment.
Anti-establishment. So this sounds much better.
I mean, this country was founded on all the crap that we're doing against now.
Yeah.
It's awful.
So what's next? Who's next? Like, is there a Democrat out there? Is there a Republican out there that can stand out? That's more in the middle and more reasonable? And
everybody is trying to jostle for position, but they're still in that extremist thing. They honestly, we probably need the war. We need to go back into the mid 1930s essentially and go through all those hardships, and somebody will rise up, because somebody always rises up. But as long as it's extreme as it is right now, we're screwed. We're just stuck in the middle.
Yeah, and that's really the problem with the elections is we don't know who would be more in the middle, because they have to fight for those extreme votes. So in primaries, everybody's either extreme right or extreme left. You have to if you want to get the votes.
Yeah,
exactly.
The primaries is how you get somebody like Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and AOC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just completely out of touch.
And they sell their campaign, and when if they win and they get up there, I don't care if you're in the Congress, representatives, or presidency, whoever your big boosters that paid for your campaign, whatever they want, that's what you're going to do. That's exactly what they want you to do. That's what you're going to do. It's not about the American people. It's about how to make my boosters happy, and that's what's unfortunate.
Happens with college football coaches. Happens with athletic directors. I mean,
Politics becoming team sports instead of everything. They're doing all this thing where your team is America. That went away, and now your team is Republican, your team is Democrat, and if your side is doing it, it's okay. You can justify and excuse everything away. And if it's the other side, you just vilify it and do whatever. It's the same thing that Tennessee and Georgia and Tennessee and Alabama do. Ole Miss and Mississippi State. It's the same playbook, and it's absolutely sickening. And that's the reason I will never join a team. Yeah. On my Florida voters registration, it says independent. And I'm just not going to play that game. And the team sports stuff, it just doesn't make much sense.
No. Although I made mine independent before I realized in Florida, you can't vote in the primaries unless you're on you've listed that party on your voter registration.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
I can't vote in the Republican or Democratic primaries now because I'm independent. That's a little weird.
I figure if you're independent, you'd be able to vote for both sides. I mean,
that's what I thought too. That's why I said that for it. But there's an independent category now, so I can vote for an independent candidate to be on.
I'm a part of the Whig Party.
I'm a staunch Federalist.
Yeah. American patriot here.
So. Did you write the Federalist Papers?
Oh,
me and Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah.
I also taught Alexander Hamilton how to shoot. That didn't work out very well.
So who's been around longer?
He might want his money back.
Who's been around longer? Now. Joseph Biden or Stephen Willis?
Well, I got my
the answer is Stephen Willis is Joseph Biden.
I got my start in the War of 1812.
Right, yeah. Was you down there in New Orleans with Andrew Jackson?
Chief Petty Officer Stephen Willis.
Yeah. Do not fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
Yeah.
We fired our guns and the British kept a coming. Fire once more.
Damn the torpedoes full speed of hell ahead.
Carter Prescott and the American Revolutionary War was the one that coined that. Don't fire until they see the whites of their eyes.
Battle of Bunker Hill.
Yes. Yep.
By the way, me and my wife went to Bunker. No, we went to Valley Forge.
The muskets were so inaccurate.
We went to Valley Forge, and we were expecting it to be like the Vicksburg Military Park or things like that. Valley Forge is basically just an open field. There's nothing there. There's like a road that you can drive around on, but there's no documentation whatsoever of where anybody was. All that you need to know is they were all here. and it was bad.
They fought in that general area.
Yeah, they fought over there by the cows.
Yeah,
and they almost died there of frostbite.
Yeah,
yeah.
And this was the hill you could put a picnic out on and watch.
Ooh, Paul Brunners.
They're not even trying anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
Come on, bots, get creative.
I mean,
seriously,
that's an American name. Come on now.
Yeah.
There goes Jeb typing it in. No, I'm just kidding.
So I gave a quiz. Or it was a quiz. It's really a survey, but I put 2 trivia questions on it because it was supposed to be a quiz. I got caught.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I'm doing research.
Nick Jarism.
So
Jism? Whoa, wait, what?
Jism.
Nick Jism.
Is that Stephen Willis or Steven Stifler?
Yeah. Yeah. Stifler.
So Steve, you like McDonald's. What year was McDonald's founded?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say 1952.
Okay. Anybody else?
1843.
I didn't say when was Steve's birthday. I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say, Jeb?
I said 1947.
Okay, you're close.
Oh, 45.
You're even closer.
I don't know.
44. Now, is this the version of the guys? Was this the version of the guys out in California, or is this the Ray Kroc guy?
I think it's the original concept of it. It wasn't clear on the trivia question that I saw.
Okay.
It's the original concept of it.
Because the founder, with Michael
the very
Keaton,
first one.
Fantastic movie.
I heard about that. I hadn't seen it, but I heard it was good.
Yeah,
Ooh, I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good because Michael Keaton as Ray Kroc is pretty good.
Oh, wow.
1941.
1940.
Close.
Okay.
1940.
So when did Ray Kroc start to get involved with the company?
Was that before or after he made his pots? Crock pots. Get it? Crock pots.
That's a horrible joke. That's a horrible joke.
Ray Kroc.
That is not like taking a step up. What I said earlier.
Hey, after he made his McDonald's money, he bought the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. See, Ray Kroc.
Speaking of, have y'all seen the new thing that McDonald's is doing with their burgers? With the Big Mac?
The Sierra
Are
Lamb?
they actually using real meat now?
No, they're putting the fish fillet on top of the Big Mac and calling it that. No.
On top of the chicken, too. Don't forget that's
there. Yeah. Nah, that just don't sound good at all.
It reminds me a little bit of the what did KFC have when it was like a chicken sandwich with chicken buns, basically 3 pieces of chicken. It's like a double stack or something like that.
Yeah. It's speaking of getting off the rails, some of these fast food joints are getting off the rails with their menu items.
Yeah, they are.
Like Hardee's is the OG of that. They're like some of those burgers they make. It's a heart attack in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And they're $15 a gallon or a meal. That's why it's a heart attack in a
They have the best commercial in history, and it was just a pregnant woman in a waiting room eating a Hardee's hamburger, and it says, "Enjoy this because you'll be eating McDonald's for the next 12 years."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That is good.
You know that some of these fast food joints have a secret menu item.
Everywhere has a secret menu item.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
So, yeah, the Arby's has the Meat Mountain, and that thing is amazing. It's every meat that they have, and they put it on a sandwich. Oh,
Is it bad that these fast food restaurants are basically just doing menu items that sound like a dare?
yeah.
Yeah,
that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And like Mountain Dew's doing the same thing.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, fantastic. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, fantastic. Coke Zero Sugar, fantastic.
I have to try I have to try the other two.
Sunkist Zero
Love
Sugar,
Coke Zero.
fantastic.
Love that too.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tried the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar yet.
I'm a huge orange soda fan.
You like Grapey Coke?
What?
Grapey Coke. That's what we call it up here. It's pretty much a grape cola.
No.
I've never tasted it, so I couldn't give you.
Like orange soda. Orange soda. The orange creamsicle sodas are good too. If you ever go to the pharmacy in Nashville.
As they call it in Italy, aranciata.
Anciata.
Aranciata.
I learned Italian tonight.
Bibbidi bobbidi boopity.
Whenever me and my wife went to move to Italy, we moved over with one phrase: una aranciata and una formaggio.
What does that mean?
A cheese sandwich and an orange drink. So we were not going to go hungry.
There we go.
Steve, are you that dude that goes to the Italian place and be like, let me have the chicken manicotti?
Actually, I was pretty good.
I've
forgotten most of my Italian, but I could function and do what I need to do Italian-wise. But I've forgotten most of it. But I didn't even have a mustache.
You're not a real Italian.
No.
I was the same way with French. When I graduated high school, dude, I was like right here when it comes to being fluent. And I spent 2 weeks in Paris and came back and forgot all of it.
Yeah.
See, I didn't realize I knew French when I was a kid because I used to walk around saying "oui, oui," all the time. So
that's not quite. Steve cut him off.
yeah.
That's not quite a.
I'm out, guys. No, just
All right. We're gonna end the show there. No. Probably do need to end the show soon.
No, I will. I'll give this before we end the show. Peyton Chatinier for Ole Miss baseball stole second, stole third, and stole home on one play.
Dang.
And the ball was not overthrown. It was not an error. It was not a little league steal.
Huh.
It was thrown and received at each base. But on one play, he stole second, he stole third, and he stole home.
Wow.
I want to see the highlight of that.
Yeah.
Hey, John, in regards to the French thing, I can speak, well, as of 2002, I don't know how they are now, but in 2002, when I was over there, they appreciated if you tried.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would speak English to you. They appreciated it. They were like, oh, okay. Thanks for trying.
Yeah. My wife bought a dog while we were in Italy using bad Spanish. So two Italian and her was speaking bad Spanish to each other because she didn't know Italian. He didn't know English. But they used hand gestures and worked through using bad Spanish to get our beagle.
El Doggo in my caro.
Here's your money, and
Becky also used bad Spanish to get sailors to the strip club in Spain.
Wait a second.
Wait.
Okay, you can't drop that one on us.
All right, yeah. I'm still good for about 10 minutes. What we got here?
Okay, around the Med, they obviously hit ports all around there, and they went to Cartagena. By the way, they had like patron saints all over that town that looked like Klansmen. No joke.
Yeah, Spanish patron saints. That's what they look like.
Yeah, but it's Spanish patron saints. And getting in there, everybody was like, we need to find the titty club. We need to find the titty club. And Becky was like, she was the only one that would even attempt to speak Spanish because in the Navy, there's like 75% like typical Americans that just refuse to get outside their box at all and do everything. But there's always somebody that's trying to do what they need to do. Well, Becky's that person that's always trying to do what they need to do. And Becky was like, hey, huh? And that's how she got him there.
Oh, well, there you go. Mm-hmm. Hand gestures work.
Yeah.
You know.
It was like tatas or something like that.
Where are these?
Yeah. Yeah.
That I can see.
They feel like bags of sand.
Bags of sand.
At this Mexican restaurant that I eat at frequently, we have a waitress who taught me only mucho grandes chichis, which means big, large titties.
Oh,
you know, so yeah. So
all right,
okay, yeah, okay. Then.
Is that the reason why Off the Rails is in all caps and bigger than all the other fonts?
Yeah, pretty much. Because it's seriously
an optical illusion. The fonts are the same size.
Yeah.
What's
it just
the word for fake? Mucho grande fake chichis.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo quiero mucho grande chichis.
Yeah.
And you have to be careful. You have to be careful in Spain saying you want them to be not real because real is how you address the royalty there.
Oh.
Spelled REAL.
Yes. So if you say real chichis,
yeah.
So it's royal titties.
Yeah, royal titties.
Let's go see the Queen. No. Yeah.
All right, booking a trip.
Yeah.
Hope I don't get arrested.
Yeah.
Although when I lived in Italy, that was fantastic. It was good for me and Becky just to be completely separated from all of our family and everything. I mean, we completely had 2 years just to sink or swim and get it all figured out, and to do it in an area where you didn't have to overhear what's being said because you didn't really understand the language. So white noise just became white noise, and you just didn't care about what other people were saying, eavesdropping. And it was pretty cool.
Who's this Isabella? Who's Isabella?
John's off the rails too.
Yeah.
Not just us.
Spanish royalty, probably.
Paint me like your French whore. No, I'm just, you know.
And there we go.
we got a Titanic reference. We got a Titanic reference.
Yeah. Titanic reference. Yeah.
Titanic, yeah.
Titanic, yeah. Queen Isabella.
Oh.
Wait, isn't it from like the 1600s?
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to say.
Yeah.
Them things are sagging to hell now.
Yeah. What's she responsible for the Spanish Armada?
Yeah.
Steve, you should know. You were there.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You and Joe Biden.
Oh my gosh.
I have the body of a queen.
Yeah.
But I have the heart of a king and a king of England.
Mm-hmm. Spain in the 1600s. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So she did start it.
History minor.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. Well done. I'm a history minor.
Yeah. No big deal. No big.
I minored in Mississippi history.
I said, "Hey, painting, not dancing on a pole."
The one thing you realize when you leave Mississippi.
What about a painting of her dancing on a pole?
Yeah. She might be the pole assassin.
Oh. Now we just opened up a big can of worms.
Have you ever seen them in the same room together?
Yeah.
No.
Queen Isabella, pole assassin.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe the same person.
It's like The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I took that personally.
Yeah. And I took that shit personally.
The Key and Peele version of just playing quarters and everything with Barkley just betting against that guy to where he took his pants, and it's so funny.
By the way, speaking of Barkley, have y'all ever watched
Man, that's terrible.
The highlights of inside the NBA on YouTube where him and Shaq are like going at each other? It is so fun. It's like an hour long video of them just arguing with each other. It's great.
That's just called Inside the NBA. That's just all they do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And I think back then, Ahmad Rashad only had his job because he had access to MJ.
Yeah. That's right.
A lot of people only had their jobs because they had access to MJ. That's just called basketball in the 90s.
Yeah, people talk about LeBron and everything that's going on, but I don't think people realize that circle with MJ and how powerful the NBA isn't what it is today without MJ. He's the greatest of all time. Don't even pretend that somebody's better.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, LeBron might be a better physical basketball player, but it goes beyond that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because the physicality of the 90s.
I said might be.
Yeah, physicality of the 90s. The way he flops nowadays, he would flop in a heartbeat against those guys. No.
And then Jordan would like close his eyes and dunk on him and talk shit while he's landing.
Yeah.
And LeBron would curl up in the. You just unleash Dennis Rodman on LeBron.
Yeah.
It's like
that's all you gotta do.
That crypto commercial where he talks about 2003 and it's like, future's pretty great, isn't it? And it's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
I got dunked on by a 55-year-old Michael Jordan.
Yeah. There's something popped up the other day about that highlight of somebody was trash talking MJ and he was at the foul line and he just said, "Hey," whoever it was, and just closed his eyes and sank. You know
who that person was?
I can't remember.
Dikembe Mutombo.
That's right. That's right. It was. I remember them saying that.
He said, "Welcome to the NBA."
Yeah.
And then later on, Dikembe's like, "Yeah, Jordan not dunk on me." And then later on that season, Jordan dunked on him and finger wagged him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, MJ, man.
And that was back when they created the Jordan rules. You don't hear about the LeBron rules or the Kobe rules. They created the Jordan rules, which basically was foul the shit out of him and knock him and just try and beat him into submission. And Jordan still averaged 30 a night.
Yeah.
Because Jordan said, "Oh, you want to do that? Okay, you might get me for now. I'm going to work out. I'm going to get bigger, stronger, faster, and even more mean."
Yep.
And there was Hack-a-Shaq.
Yeah.
Hack-a-Shaq was awesome. He's also a more physical player than LeBron, by the way.
Who, Jordan?
No, Shaq.
Oh, yeah.
God, the mighty Shaq is one of the most physically imposing basketball players of all time.
Yeah. I mean,
a 7 foot, 350 pound center that could run the court.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers Shaq at in the NBA. I remember Shaq in the NCAA tournament against Sean Bradley just taking this dude's lunch money.
Yeah.
That's the Shaq I remember.
Sean Bradley was 7'1", 120 pounds. 7'5", 120 pounds. However tall he was. Yeah. He was like 120 pounds.
Shaq just dominated.
Shawn Bradley ain't taking anybody's lunch money.
How many bat boards in Shaq's career did he break? Because, I mean, every highlight has got him shattering a glass bat board. You know, all to pieces.
Probably 3 or 4.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
That dude was insane.
It was.
It was fun watching him on the Magic.
Yeah.
Because he was still in that, like, trying to prove himself mode. So he was doing stuff like he'd run the floor on a fast break and just cram on somebody.
Yeah.
It was awesome. All right, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Do we now?
Yeah, we do.
No Corey next week, but
yeah, we'll be here.
Miko's be here. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how it shakes out. But I'll be back the following week. I'll be in Naples, Florida, if anyone wants to come visit. Yeah, we are SEC After Dark. We are brought to you by BetOnline.ag and apparently BetOnline.net. Didn't know there was a difference.
Didn't know either.
You can follow our social information right down below. At Coach Corey Burton on Instagram. I got a new Instagram account. It is my content creator Instagram account, so follow that one. And follow our shows, Tide Talk, at Tide Talk Podcast, at Jake Thomas with a little karate gi, at S Blackwood at S Blackwood 89. Did I get that one right?
Mm-hmm.
At Bleav In Dawgs, at Troopstar 28, at Vinny Hardy on Beast of the East. You can follow us right here at y'alls_SEC. Right? Did I get that one right too?
Yeah.
Correct.
Steve, do you have a Locked On Ole Miss account
Yeah, not
on
yet,
social?
not yet. Eventually, I will have one, but they haven't given me one yet, and I just don't yell at them.
Yeah, coming soon. But you can subscribe to his channel on YouTube, and you can subscribe to him on wherever you find your podcast. Same with us. Same with Jake and Stacey with their podcast. So for Steve, Jeb, and Jake, I'm Corey Burton. This is SEC After Dark. We hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next week. At least they will, and we'll catch you later. Goodbye.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos.